If you're here, you're probably someone who's looking for a little more peace in your life, a way to grow stronger from within, or maybe a clearer sense of what really matters, especially as the years roll on. I'm a psychologist who spent decades studying how we handle life's ups and downs, and today we're diving into something powerful, the art of doing nothing. Yep, you heard that right. The strongest move you can make isn't a big gesture or a loud fight, it's silence. Picture this. You've been pouring your energy into someone, chasing, explaining, hoping they'd see your worth, but now you're stepping back, and they're about to feel it. In this video, we're breaking down 8 Stoic-inspired steps to take your power back, not with words or drama, but with the quiet strength of letting go. These aren't just tips, they're lessons I've seen transform lives, from my clients to my own journey. Imagine a you that's calm, unshaken, and thriving at 50, 60, or beyond. Sound good? Grab a comfy spot, maybe a cup of tea, and let's explore this together. This isn't just a watch, it's your path to freedom. Hit that play button and let's get started. 1. The silent shift that breaks them. Let's start with a truth bomb. Real power isn't in chasing or fighting, it's in silence. You've probably been there, thinking if you block them, they'll get it. If you explain one more time, they'll see. If you react, they'll wake up. I've seen this with clients, folks in their 50s and 60s, pouring energy into people who don't give it back. But here's the kicker. They don't regret losing you when you're loud, they regret it when you're gone. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor who knew a thing or two about staying calm under pressure, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Think of it like this. You're at a magic show, the magician's dazzling everyone, rabbits, vanishing coins. Then, mid-trick, he walks off. No finale, no bow, just silence. The crowd's buzzing. What happened? Where'd he go? That's the shift you create when you stop reacting. I had a client, Linda, 58, who kept texting her flaky friend, hoping for a sorry. She got tired and stopped. Radio silence. A week later, that friend was calling, texting, "Are you mad? What's wrong?" Linda wasn't mad, she was free. Don't block them yet. Don't give them that comfort. Let them wonder, do I matter to them anymore? That uncertainty, it's louder than any argument. Try this. Next time they reach out with a lazy hey, don't reply. Take 10 minutes, breathe, and ask, do I need this? You don't. Silence isn't weakness, it's your strength breaking through. 2. Stop begging. Make them feel your absence. Words won't fix them. If they could, they'd have changed by now. At our age, maybe you're 55, worn out from explaining yourself to a distant kid, or 62, tired of pleading with an old flame. You might think one more heartfelt talk will do it. I've been there thinking, if I just say it right. But psychology shows us that people don't value what's always there. Epictetus, a Stoic who rose from slavery, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Picture a radio you've tuned to forever, static in the background, unnoticed. One day, it's off, silence hits, and you feel the gap. I worked with Tom, 64, who kept calling his ex-wife after she left, begging her to see his side. She didn't until he stopped. Weeks later, she texted, "Why'd you disappear?" He didn't. She just felt the void. Don't answer those half-hearted, "How are you doing?" texts. Let them sit. I've seen clients like Sue, 60, stop chasing her son's calls after years of one-sided effort. He showed up at her door, worried. Her absence spoke. You don't need to beg, your quiet exit does the work. Next time you're tempted, pause. For 15 seconds, deep breath, and walk away. That's not loss, that's power. 3. Don't block, make them watch. Blocking feels final, right? Like slamming a door, done. But here's the twist, it's too easy for them. At 50 or 65, maybe you're ready to cut off that friend who never shows up, thinking it'll teach them. I've seen it. It doesn't. Stoicism says don't give them closure. Let them see you soar out of reach. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Imagine an old house you pass daily, familiar, comfy. One day it's locked, lights on, laughter inside, but you're not welcome. You keep walking by, wondering. I had a client, Ray, 61, who didn't block his ex after a breakup, just stopped engaging. She'd scroll his posts, him fishing, smiling, living, and text, "You okay?" He was better without her. Don't block, become untouchable. Post a pic of your garden at 57, thriving without their help, or share a laugh with friends at 63. They'll see it and feel the sting. That's not revenge, it's reclaiming your life. Try this. Next week, hey, they send, ignore it, focus on you. They'll watch, and that's when they'll ache. 4. Reverse the power dynamic. They think they've got you pegged, predictable, always there. At our age, maybe it's a kid who assumes you'll call or a partner who expects your forgiveness. Stoicism says flip it, they only chase when they lose the reins. Epictetus taught freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Picture a slot machine, wins every pull, no thrill. One day it stops, nothing. Now you're yanking, desperate. I worked with Barb, 66, who kept forgiving her sister's snubs. Calls unanswered, plans ditched. She stopped. Silence. A month later, her sister's at her door. Why'd you give up on me? Barb hadn't. She'd taken control. Don't react to their crumbs. Let them pull and get nothing. I've seen clients like Jim, 59, ignore his ex's late-night texts after years of maybe later. She called, frantic. He'd moved on. You're not their puppet. Cut the strings. Next time they test you, wait 20 seconds, let slow breath, then keep living. They'll chase you when they realize you're not theirs anymore. 5. Make them feel replaceable. They think they're one of a kind, irreplaceable in your world. At 50, maybe it's a friend who bailed. At 67, an ex who assumed you'd wait. Stoicism says to show them they're not. Your life goes on better. Seneca said, no man is free who is not master of himself. Imagine a musician with one guitar, loves it, then it's gone. Suddenly an orchestra's there, violins, drums, richer sounds. I had a client, Ellen, 62, whose daughter stopped visiting, thought mom needed her. Ellen joined a book club, new faces, new laughs. Her daughter called, you're different. She was freer. Don't flaunt it, just live. At 58, grow that herb garden they mocked. Basil thriving, no thanks to them. At 65, share a coffee with a new pal. They'll see it and feel small. I've seen clients like Tom, 60, rebuild after a breakup. Woodshop humming, no looking back. You're not proving, they're realizing. Try this. Skip their call, tend your roses. Let them wonder who's filling your days. 6. The power of unpredictability. They think they know you. Your next text, your next tear. At our age, maybe it's a sibling who expects your guilt or a friend who counts on your okay. Stoicism says to break the mold, be a mystery. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Picture a movie, big reveal coming, then black screen. You're hooked. What's next? I worked with Sue, 64, who'd always apologize to her critical brother. She stopped. No texts, no sorry. He called, flustered, what she'd become unreadable. Don't give them the script. Go off book. They text, hey, silence, 20 minutes, sip tea, let them stew. I've seen clients like Ray, 63, dodge his ex's bait, posts ignored, no likes. She messaged, you've changed. He had, into himself. That's not games, that's freedom. They can't control what they can't predict. 7. Give them no closure. You want to explain, tell them why, how they hurt you. At 50, maybe it's a partner who left. At 68, a friend who ghosted. You think closure heals them into seeing you. Stoicism says no, they don't deserve it. Seneca taught, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Imagine a film, 2 hours in, the screen cuts to black. No ending, you're restless, replaying it. I had a client, Linda, 61, who wrote essays to her ex, why he broke her. She stopped, no note, just gone. He emailed, talk to me. She didn't. Her silence haunted him. Don't explain, disappear. They call, let it ring. For 15 minutes, sip water and move on. I've seen clients like Barb, 65, skip the why with her son. No lecture, just quiet. He showed up, asking. That's not cruelty, that's clarity. They didn't give you closure. Let their lack of it sting. 8. Let time work against them. You think they're fine, laughing, unbothered while you're hurting. At 50, maybe it's a friend who ditched you. At 67, a partner who walked away. Stoicism says, wait, time's your ally. Epictetus said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Picture old shoes, comfy, tossed aside. New ones pinch, and suddenly you miss the fit. I worked with Tom, 60, whose ex flaunted her freedom post-split, parties, posts. He went silent. Months later, she texted, miss talking. Time had turned the tables. Don't rush it, let silence simmer. They text, wait, 24 hours, tend your garden, let it sink in. I've seen clients like Sue, 66, outlast her sister's cold shoulder. 6 months, then a call, I messed up. That's not revenge, that's time doing the work. You're not waiting, you're winning. Beyond the steps, living stoicism every day, psychology shows we chase what's gone. Scarcity drives desire. Stoicism takes it deeper. Peace isn't in their reaction, it's in your calm. I've seen clients like Ray, 65, post-divorce, go from begging to building, woodworking in his shed, no looking back. At our age, we've learned less noise, more life. This is your daily bread. 10 minutes of quiet, a walk under the oaks, a whispered, I'm enough. Maybe you're 55, reeling from a lost friend. Skip the text and bake bread instead. Or 62, post-retirement, don't chase, sit with a psalm. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. It's your strength, your meaning. Life throws punches, health fades, ties break. Stoicism's your shield. I've seen Ellen, 63, face a scare, cancer shadow, and say, I breathe now, not panic. That's the gift. Calm to carry on, purpose to rise. Conclusion. There you go, friends. 8 stoic steps to take your power back with silence, from vanishing without a word to letting time turn the tide. As a psychologist, I've seen this shift in real life, and here's the core. Freedom isn't what you say, it's what you don't. Whether they chase, wonder, or fade, your strength is in staying calm, focusing on you, not them. For us, 50s, 60s, and beyond, this is how we find peace, meaning, and grit in a noisy world. What's your next step? Skip that text tomorrow, 15 minutes, just you and your breath. Start now, you've earned it. Love this? Drop a comment, which step hit home, or how's stoicism lifting you? Hit that like if you're ready to go silent. Share this with someone who needs it. Let's spread the calm. Subscribe and tap that bell. We're here weekly with more on mindfulness, growth, and living strong. Thanks for being here. Stay steady, keep growing, and I'll see you next time.